Test. Is this thing on? Okay. And now, for those in attendance and those listening around the world, it is time for the O on God podcast with your host, Tovaun Eaxis Anthony.
What's goody, fam? How y'all doing today? It is Tovaun Anthony. Welcome to another episode of the O on God podcast. I am here on Thirsty Thursday. You know what time it is. Sorry, you guys, that I was late. I was training in the gym, having a good old time with a new friend that I met, and you know, it just happens, man. Today was a crazy day anyway. It was a very creative day. And you know, I was just letting the good times roll. So thank you guys for joining me today. Thank you guys for being wonderful as always. I hope you all had a wonderful day. I hope you all are blessed. I hope you all are feeling good. If you aren't, you're going to feel better after this podcast. So what's going on, everybody? What's going on? Anybody got anything good to talk about? Anything fun to talk about? I know today I was feeling like I was going to be a freaking proponent of chaos today. You know, those days where you're just sitting here like, I can really make some crazy stuff happen. And then you're like, no, you preach about being non-toxic and stuff all the time. Don't you dare do it, boy. Don't you dare do it. So I'm chilling for the most part. And yeah, so what I am going to do is I am going to jump immediately into the questions that were asked today, or the topics that were suggested today. Let me see if I can go to that thing. Here we go. Boop. Nope, not that. Dunk. Yeah. So the first question that was asked: girlfriends, gifts, how long you got to be together? Or girlfriend gifts, how long you got to be together? What? Okay. First of all, hey, what's up? The DA network? Okay. Yeah. How long do you got to be together to start giving gifts or getting gifts? I mean, that really depends. Like, what if that's that person's love language, right? Like, they just give gifts. They like giving gifts. Like, you might get them quicker than from one person than another person. Now, like, I know we're getting to the holiday season. If you just started dating somebody, don't expect them to get you a freaking Ferrari for Christmas. But I mean, ain't nothing wrong with a good little gesture. You know what I'm saying? Can everyone hear me okay? Just want to make sure, like, I'm trying to look at these levels over here. Let me see. Oh, that's the wrong mouse. I got like two computers up here. I should just get a KVM switch, but oh no, I look to be good. I look to be okay. Right here is pretty good. Okay, cool. But yeah, man, like I wouldn't say look for nothing crazy too quick, but I mean, y'all been seriously dating for a little bit. It doesn't have to be like 6 months and then you finally get gifts. Like there's some type of probationary period. I think if you're gonna give gifts, give gifts. If you know, that's just who you are. But don't go crazy too early. I wouldn't do that. So yeah, like if you're a year in and nobody's giving any gifts or anything like that, that's kind of weird. I think that's a conversation y'all need to have. If you like getting gifts, you think that is a form of love, then, you know, you might want to talk about that, or get with a person that likes giving gifts. You know, it is what it is. So yeah. I'm seeing more people jump in. Ooh, we got Cecily in the building. Says tastic. How you doing, love? How you doing? Yo, I just saw that picture today of when we came over to your Friendsgiving and I was knocked out on your couch. Me and Adriana. Adriana was knocked out on the floor. Listen, your food gave us the itis, okay? It happens. The food gave us the freaking itis. I don't even know, like, come on now. Like, What do you want me to do? But here you are with the picture, just like, yo, dog. It was ridiculous. But hey, yeah, good times rolling. Okay, let's get to another. What we gonna do is I'm gonna bring up some memes, and then I'm gonna get some more questions. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be a pretty quick episode, mainly because I got a gig to get to. I actually got to go support Travel Train Teach. I talk about them all the time. They are a martial arts gym collective of guys that, they train people. They're training people to fight on Saturday. So I got to go down there and record. I'm helping them with their media and stuff like that. So yeah, about around 7, I'll be kicking ass out of here. So we got about a good hour to just chop it up, Let's see. Where are the me? Okay, got that. It's saved. If anybody wants to say anything in the chat, say something. Let me see over here. Yeah, we were down for the count, dog. I would say flowers and small gifts for the first 3 months, and then after 5 months, you can up it a bit with $30 gifts, and after 8 months, $100 gifts. I mean, that's understandable. I mean, like, especially if it's within a certain budget, different people are going to do different things. I know I mentioned on another episode that there is a difference between a person that, they'll take you to a museum, and then there's a person that will take you to a museum after hours because they are a contributor. You know what I mean? Like, it's just different things. Like, if you have it, like your version of a something small is like, hey, dang, let's just fly to New York and just have a day out there. Because, you ain't worried about shit, I go ahead and do it. I ain't telling you to do that to everybody, there's people out here that are just looking for sponsors. But, I mean, that's a good little way, not good little, that's a good way to kind of look at it, good little benchmarks here and there. After 8 months, man, like I've bought things for people for more than $100 before 8 months. And that's just, honestly, I do that for my friends. I would do that for my friends. I have friends that would do that for me. So if I'm going to date somebody, by the time I'm even thinking about dating them, I'm taking it seriously. So it's like, yeah, I'll go out of my way. I'm not going to break the freaking bank, but I'll go out of the way. You know what I'm saying? Cecily, I will forever hold my peace. Just kidding. I want violence always. Oh, they got the boys out today. Them was the police. But who's getting hunted down, bro? It's Baltimore, bro. Now what was I doing? I was looking for memes. Here we go, right here. I hope it actually took my. Yeah. We should be good. Right there. Yeah. All right. So first meme of the day to laugh at. Oh, food and wine are always good gifts. Yeah, they are. Dog, what the hell is going on? Is it like a fire happening? Or they just went down my street. Whatever. Let's see here. Hey, everybody jumping into the chat. Let's see the first silly meme for the day. Boom. Acting single when I just sent you $27 for lunch is crazy to me. Wow. Okay. We gonna drink some vodka today. I'm gonna make myself a brave bull. No. I'm gonna make myself a black Russian. Mainly because, and this is gonna be my only black Russian. Because hey, I gotta sober up and get the heck up out of here. So I can go do some work. You know what I'm saying? So pour that Kahlua in there. Got me some vodka. Gonna stir this on up. Ooh, y'all hear that? Disgusting, nasty, vile, lascivious. Let's see. But yeah, acting single when I just sent you $27 for lunch is crazy. Dude, let me tell y'all something. I think at that point, y'all need to have a conversation. And if they ain't willing to have that conversation, then you're being ran. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy, dude. Oh, yes. Love black Russian drinks. Yes, indeed. Look, man, I'm going to take a sip. Because, normally I'd rather shake it, not stir it. But if I was making a white Russian, I would definitely shake it. But yeah, man, like if you're out here acting single, but you got people like sending you stuff, or a person like sending you stuff because they love you, or they're into you, they're investing into you, and they believe that they're in some type of relationship with you, then man, you got some bull crap coming. That's all I'm going to say. And anyone that's on that train that you're sending money to somebody, and they're out here acting a certain way, then you got your answer. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. And if they come to you afterwards, when you sending them money or whatever, because you're under the idea that y'all are moving a certain direction, but they out here just, I'm doing it myself, yeah, then, if they come at you after you meet them where they at, then you definitely know what type of idiot they are. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, no. Tiny Phoenix said, have they told you how they feel though? And that's a good point. That's a really good point, because there are people out here doing things for people and they haven't really told them what's up. Communication is key. If you're out here doing a whole bunch of things for people and not telling them your intention behind it, don't be surprised if they act a specific way. They don't act in the way that you're hoping they act. They're not moving the way you're hoping that they move, because you said nothing. For all they know, you could just be a nice guy. Now, if you're out here, sending them a whole bunch of money and they're showing up whenever you need them and all that stuff, and y'all ain't had no discussion that y'all was best friends and nothing like that, it is what it is. Yeah, no, sending something doesn't automatically mean you're together. No, it does not. But if a person is sending you something and they have made their intentions clear, like, hey, listen, the reason why I am investing in you, the reason why I'm supporting you, the reason why I want to do these things for you is because I am hoping that, we're moving a certain direction. There are people that will do that before they had that conversation. There are people that will do that when they have had that conversation. And if they have had that conversation, like, okay, yo, we're together. Like, I'm doing this for you because you're my girlfriend. You know what I mean? Then, you probably shouldn't be acting a certain way on the internet. You can act however the hell you want, but it better be within the comfortability of that person that is, that had that conversation with you, that has expressed with you. And, just don't get nothing crazy. But I'm repeating myself. If you have not made your intentions clear, do not be do not be surprised by how someone else moves. Cypher 2000 said, yeah, we can't get mad over another person's decisions. Just do you at the end of the day, and there won't be any drama. That's true. That's 100% true. First of all, anything that I do for anybody else, whether they're a friend of mine, whether I am pursuing them, anything like that, anything that I do, like, first of all, my intentions are clear. But second, this isn't something that I feel like I'm losing. This is something I would have done anyway. Now, calling me at 2:00 in the morning and me jumping to your register immediately to come outside my house when I could have just been ass naked on my bed beating my meat. I probably hold you in some type of high regard. You know what I'm saying? I ain't just leaving my house out of the goodness of my freaking heart. You know what I'm saying? This is why I don't do booty calls. Can you come on up, girl? You think I'm going to get up out of the comfort of my own bed, my home, my abode, of which I went through hell's bells to get this house, and leave at 2 a.m. to come drive to you for a little kitty cat? Nah, first of all, you can order that on the internet. I'm not going to do it, but you can order that on the internet. Why would I do that? Actually, nah, I got kitty cat in my top drawer. Vibrates and everything. Got 10 speeds in it. What you got, baby? And you ain't going to beat this. You ain't going to beat this. So, nah, I'm not leaving my house. Now, art by Erica Gillette. You should not do something respecting a return or expecting a return, right? No. Like, if you're doing anything out of the kindness of your heart, if it's truly out of the kindness of your heart, like, if nothing comes back to you, then, it is what it is, because you did it out of the kindness of your heart. Now, if you are expecting a return, you might want to make that clear. It's just like when guys take girls out on dates and they spend a shit ton of money, and then the girl's like, man, I had a great date. See ya. And like, you ain't getting no kitty cat. Why did you not make that clear in the first place? Hey, baby girl, I'm taking you to this restaurant. I'm spending all this money. I'm giving you this experience because I'm expecting some cheeks at the end of this. If she says, I'm expecting some cheeks at the end of this, if she says no, okay, move on. Now, if she says, okay, that's fine, and then at the end of it, she's like, no, man, well, you got. Now you could be a little upset, but also people can just change their minds when it comes to people's bodies, right? When it comes to people's bodies, don't understand that they can change their mind. If like there was no contract signed, first of all, if it was, I mean, then you're soliciting sex work, which is illegal, because there's no camera, which is actually pretty funny because if you solicited sex work, you can go to jail. But if you go, hey, yo, like if you do this and we got a camera in the room, they can't freaking arrest you. And there's documentation to say, hey, this is for adult entertainment. You know, they can't arrest you. It's freaking crazy. But yeah, man, no. People can change their minds. Like, yeah, you know, I was going to give you some, but then like while we were out, I was just like, I'm not comfortable with this. I mean, you got to respect that. Now, personally, if I was in that boat, I don't know. If I'm going to take anybody out specifically, right? If I'm going to take anybody out, I ain't expecting no cheeks, dog. I'm just like, all right, I'm expecting to have a good time. My goal is to have a good time. Like, if I wanted some cheeks, I'll just be like, look, I want some ass. Okay? I want some ass. I ain't got to take you to no fancy restaurant to get some ass. Okay? If they really mess with you, you ain't got to do all that. But if that's their requirement, then okay. But if they just go, oops, it's just like, oh, no. Now you just got somebody who's a little weird, and it's like, all right, cool. Well, you know not to go down that road with them again. But there are some people that will play that game. Not everybody will. I'm just tired of men. I'm tired of men acting like all women do that. Like they just woke up one day and was like, hope this boy hit me up. You know, I'm a highly suggest that I'm gonna give him some, but at the end of it, I'm gonna act like I got a headache. I'm gonna act like I got a migraine. I'm gonna act like my grandmama died, and not give him nothing. Like, not everybody's trying to run you. Somebody will, somebody might, but not everybody's trying to run you. If the vibes are right, hey, it is what it is. But yeah, people can change their minds. That's the point of it. They can change their minds. I'm sorry. Like, I'll give you a hell of a story. One time, this girl, one of the last times I actually left my house. This is actually before I bought a house. But I had an apartment, and there was a lovely lady that I was, spending some time with. And she gave me a call, and she was just like, hey, come over and, and fold me like a lawn chair. I was like, okay, cool. So I went over there, drove out my house at about 1:47 in the morning, and I get there, and all of a sudden things are kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I'm a vibe person. I'm an energy person. And I'm also I know when somebody got something on their head or something on their heart or they feeling some type of way. So I'm here just like, man, I thought I was going to come in the door and get some cheeks. They start acting a little funny. They're kind of trying to change the subject and put things on other things. I didn't come in there like, boom, butt cheeks. That's not what I did. I was just like, hey, how you doing? But they just seemed like they were kind of offset. So I was like, I'm going home. They're like, wait, where you going? I'm going home. I drove 45 minutes to get here. And you switched up. Is something wrong? You could have called me. Is something wrong? I'm really trying to be a person here and listen to you. I don't know what, like you had your energy over there and your energy right now, totally different. So if you just need to talk to somebody for a night, you might want to make that clear right now. Heck, I might stick around. Convolution here. And I just left. I ain't got time for it. I'm not sitting over here with that bullshit. I'm not a guy that's going to try to convince you to do what you kind of said you were going to do and you changed your mind. No. So it's like, plus, like, not a booty call. They wanted a therapist from Tiny Phoenix. Yeah, man, like that could have been a phone call. You could have like easily just said, hey, man, I need somebody to talk to. I could have been in my house. I was in my Pikachu freaking pajama pants. I've had them for a long time. I was in my Pikachu pajama pants watching, like, what show was I watching? I was watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and I had a big old bowl of popcorn, and it was something I was eating, but I was just like, yeah, man, I'm feeling good. I get that. I was like, you know what? I ain't had no booty cheeks in a minute. Let me get on up and get on out of here. And then that happens. It's like, all right, you know what? It is what it is. So yeah, no. People can change their minds. And I just didn't let it bother me. I didn't let it bother me on my way home. I was just like, okay, well, it could have been her plan the entire time, just like, oh, I'm gonna switch up on him, or maybe something happened and she just didn't want to talk. Like, okay, I'm out. It is what it is. Let's get to another. Let's see. I already did a meme. Let's do another question. Let's see. Ooh, this is a. Oh, Soph. She said, never go for a booty call when you're in your jammies. It's always going to disappoint. It's the truth. Once you comfortable in your house, especially nowadays, oh my gosh, I wish somebody would. There are a few, hey, Chi-Chi, Chai to Events. Oh man, all your culinary needs and event needs, hit up Chi-Chi at Chai to Events. Or Chi Squared, Chi Squared. I keep looking at your Instagram name and then I go to your website and then I'm like, I'm an idiot. So Chi Squared, right? Yeah. Don't hurt me. But, yeah. That if you're already comfortable, especially nowadays, if I'm already comfortable, you can't call me out my house. You cannot call me out my house. Ain't no way in hell. It got to be a situation like, I'm not gonna say what I want to say, but you know what? I think I should probably start having like some uncut episodes where I'm just saying crazy stuff. But I think I'll like do like a subscription thing for that. Like if I'm gonna talk about like what's really on my head, oh my gosh, no. But yeah, no. It gotta be like a situation I've never dealt with before. Like you better have a flamethrower coming out your asshole if you're gonna get me to get out my house at sometime in the morning and I'm already comfortable. I'm a sip. Ooh. Yes. Yeah. You said, nah, say it. Nah, because you poking the bear. So, but yeah, like I'm already comfortable. What you gonna do? What you gonna offer me? No, I'm in my house. This is my domain. Like I said, I went through the process of buying this house, so I'm fitting to live in it. So nah, you want some ding dong, and you gonna call me? Bring your tail over here, and that's if I even want you over here. And if I don't want you over here and you come anyway, little sis, she downstairs. She gonna bust your ass and kick your ass out down the street. Think I don't be teaching her freaking kickboxing and stuff? And she been going to the gun range recently. Yeah, try her if you want to. Let's see here. Real quick. Hi, Lena. I got cookies and milk. I can make that myself, baby. Hey, I can make that myself. Let's see. We going soul food. I could do that myself, or I'll call Chi-Chi. Now, if my friend Chi Squared, Chai 2 Events that's in the chat right now, if she calls me at 1 o'clock in the morning and says, now she ain't gonna call me for no booty call, but if she called me at 1 o'clock in the morning and say, hey T, listen, I've been cooking. Just come on by. I just need to have a chit chat. I'm coming. I'm busting out this house. I could be in a loincloth. I'm running out my house. I'm going and getting that food. You out your daggone mind. Some people can freaking cook their tails off, you know what I'm saying? And she can cook. Pretty light skin just joined the chat. How you doing? Miss Lady? Take another sip. Now, let me get to another question. Chaos Theory 98 said, what made you get into MMA and martial arts, by the way? I was always interested in martial arts since I was a little kid, whether watching martial arts movies or, just anything. But what really got me to want to practice, and this is some people say it's a silly story, but I was very close to my mom when I was younger. Like, she and I had a lot of disputes because I was a angry kid, and, she's just as fiery as me. But every Sunday, my mother would put in those Thai Bo VHS tapes and do like the workouts, right? She would do the workouts. And I just wanted to do those workouts with her because I thought it was so fun to do with her, and Billy Blanks at the time, I was just like, this is a black dude who is in incredible shape, and he's doing like the martial arts stuff, and I'm like, this is like Tekken, this is cool, he's so fast, he's so cool, and all this stuff. And then I found out, like, oh, he was an actor at one point, and oh wait, he was actually a practicing martial artist that competed and everything. I was like, oh, yo, that's cool, and that's what made me want to get into it. That's what made me want to get into martial arts. So I begged my mom, and I was like, I want to do Taekwondo, I want to do Taekwondo, I want to do Taekwondo. And she's like, okay, cool. She puts me in Taekwondo, and then after a while, she takes me out because it looked like to her, and I was just kind of uncomfortable there, but I really liked going. But to her, my interests lied more in basketball and other stuff. I'm like, that's not the truth. I just am more comfortable around my friends who like playing basketball and other sports like that. That's more what that was. So I got away from martial arts for a little while. But I would still like dabble. I was still like, I had friends that practice wushu, friends that practice jujitsu. There's nothing special in being black, bro. I mean, when you're a kid and you don't normally see people that look like you doing something that you're interested in, and then you do, it inspires you. And I don't know, I if it's not special to you, I mean, that's cool. Like, I don't think that just being a race is special, but I think representation is the truth. It's just like how I got into music, how I got into doing nerd music, how I got into doing my own music. I saw an artist named Megaran years ago at a place called PAX. He is a black man who I didn't see a whole bunch of black guys like rapping about Sephiroth, rapping about Mario. Normally, when I saw that when I was a kid, or when I saw that, they were some outcast motherfucker or being made fun of in high school. So when I saw that, and I saw people out there of all colors having a good time, having a great time, that made me go, damn, I can do this. There's a scene for this. So, I mean, if it's not special to you, that's fine. It's special to me. It's special to me. And if you think I'm stupid because of it, then, you can think I'm stupid, but you can't beat me in a fight. Anyway, back to martial arts. I got away from it for a while, but I still dabbled. I still had friends who, oh, I'm sorry, you just got me wrong. Really sorry, bro. Okay, look, maybe I misunderstood. The message is still the same to anybody who does think that way, but hey, look, if I misunderstood you, then I am sorry as well. Glad we can connect on that note. But I had friends that studied jujitsu. I had friends that studied wushu. I had friends that studied kung fu. I had more friends that did taekwondo, Muay Thai, and I was really into fighting games. So I was just like, I want to know this stuff. I want to know this stuff. So I would dabble and I would train with people here and there. I would be a body for some people if they were actively competing and stuff like that, because I was always an athletic guy, so I would always work out with fighters. But once I got to a point where I was in a state of depression, and I didn't know I was depressed. I actually did not know I could be depressed for years. I had no idea. I was just like, nah, man, I'm strong and I'm dealing with people around me who, they're going through it. But, I'm kind of, I don't have the right to feel a certain way, because I saw how their lives were going and what was causing certain things. And I was like, I don't have those problems. So to me, I didn't feel like I could be depressed. So if I was just sad or something like that, but life wears on you. It wears on you. And I had a partner at the time where I was just like, yeah, this isn't, it was a lot. It was a lot draining me. And I looked and I was just thinking, I kind of just went on a walk. I was walking to work and I was thinking, I need to do something for myself. Because at that time, it had been years that I had done anything that I specifically wanted to do for me. And I was like, what is something that has been freaking biting at me for years? And it was martial arts. I was like, this is something I can do. This is something that will tax me. This is something that when I go there, I have to focus on the tasks at hand. Everything else outside, whether it's work, whether it's finances, whether it's crazy relationship stuff, whether I don't care what it is, all that stuff, leave it at the door. I can focus on this right here. And so I called, I looked at schools in the DC, Maryland, Virginia area, and I came across a few and sent out, that I was interested in trial classes to a few of them. The first one to get back to me was Body Efficient Tactical Arts Beta Academy in Washington, D.C. on Florida Avenue. They got back to me and said, hey, look, if you want to come by, you can come by. You could try the jiu-jitsu class. You could try the Muay Thai class, see how you like it for free and whatever. So I was just like, I need to go. I need to go. And the thing is, I am an introverted person. I still deal with like social awkwardness and stuff like that. Back then I was worse. 2016, I was way worse. And I'm thinking, oh crap, at that time, I got to go into a place where there are other people. Crap. But also I was thinking, I need to do this. If I don't do this, I'm going to regret it. I need to do this for me. This is what I'm doing for me. I am going here and I'm going here to learn. Clean slate. I'm going here to learn. I'm the new guy. There is no reason I should feel embarrassed about anything because I don't know like what's going on here. So I went in and met the guys there. They were all very nice, very welcoming. And the coach that gave me like the trial class, she was lovely. Shout out to Coach May. I don't know if she trains anymore because she left the gym like a couple years later. But yeah, like the people there were just amazing. The people there were amazing. And I felt like, hey, I feel safe here. I feel like I can do what I set out to do, which is this is where I am and all my problems stay outside. They all stay outside. And it's like as time went on, I'm learning new stuff. I'm fumbling along the way, but I'm just like, okay, here we go. Here we go. I'm making it happen. I'm making this happen. And, slowly but surely, like I start warming up to the people around me. The people start talking to me and I start talking to them. I end up in a class that is led by a guy that's been on this podcast. I talk about him all the time. I made skits about him, Coach Ron Young. He was like captain of the fight team around that time, but he was also doing one of the later classes. And I really liked his classes because he was big on cardio. If it's one thing you were going to be at the end of his class was freaking tired. He was going to teach you technique and boy, you better freaking get it right. But in between every single round, you're dead tired. You jumping rope. You're jumping rope. So by the time, and he had a run club before the class. So if you got there early enough, you're running with him all through the city. You come all the way back and then you train. So by the time I got to the testing at the school, like his class, none of us were like dead out tired, falling on the floor, throwing up on ourselves because we were freaking cardio maniacs. So it was just really, really cool. And like, what got me into MMA in particular is I had a friend or an associate, I'll say, who I went to high school with. And, when I came back from school, I had heard he started training MMA and he started competing. And he invited me to a fight. We had like a little thing going on. I was like, you come to a show of mine, I'll come to a fight. Now the ticket prices were way different. Like for the fight, it was like $50 to get up in there. For my show, it was like 10. But I told him, hey, I'll come to the fight. Went to the fight and it was mind blowing for me. I walked in, I see all these people, I see people going at it, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is real. These are real martial artists who they dedicate their lives to this, and they're coming in and they're showcasing their skills. I saw some wild stuff happen. People get knocked out, guys with huge hematomas on, and the guy that I was there to support, here's a funny story, actually, and he's going to hate it that I'm talking about this because he actually, people talked about this for years to come, and shit, man, he hates it. But apparently, I was one of the only people in that crowd supporting him. He was known to be a troll. I had no idea. And his opponent, first of all, did not look like he was in his weight class. He was like, yeah, we fighting at 145. I'm like, that dude looked like he about 190. Like that dude was humongous. I ran into him years later and he had one of the Mike Tyson voices, but, I was just like, yo, this dude is huge. But I looked at, my boy and I was just like, hey man, listen, you're about to go up in there. You're about to showcase your skill, but I know people can go in there and their lives can change forever. So I just want to tell you that I love you. I want you to do your best. And you're amazing. You're blessed. Okay. Remember that. Get your ass in there and do your damn thing. I'll be in the crowd shouting. And when he came out, I stood up. He came out to Mr. Sandman, Mr. Sandman. And I'm over here like, yeah. Nobody else was standing up. Nobody else. And I'm looking at everybody, I'm like, I'm going to put it on for my boy. So I'm like, man, bump all y'all in here. He about to knock that dude out. He about to knock him cold the way he do. Man, matter of fact, who want to bet? Who want to bet? I'm talking a whole bunch of stuff, right? And my boy, he's like, yeah. He makes his way to the ring, stomping around the ring, doing his thing. His opponent comes out. The lights get darker. Then spotlights go everywhere. All you hear is all of the lights. And then this nigga comes out. And yes, I'm sorry I said the N word, but because, I have multiple different fans, but I'm going to say it. This is how I speak. But this dude come out. He got a bright pink mouthpiece. Neon. Bright pink. He's over here shimmying. Just, ooh. People, the whole section I was in stood up. Yeah. I was like, ooh, my God. Who is this? And why does everybody love him? And they don't like the guy I'm here to support. And I was like, oh shit. So then I started doing research on this dude, right? I'm like, oh shit. I bring out my phone. I'm looking. They're like, oh, hey, he's trained in Thailand. He was a state champion in wrestling. He did this. He's a champion over here. I was like, oh my God. I was like, oh, this might go real bad for my boy. I'm glad nobody took me up on the bets. But also the guy I was there to support was known to knock people out, like in order to win. Like he wasn't the most technical dude in the world, but he had some power in his hands. So I was just like, oh crap, please no. And then when they were standing next to each other, they said fighters to the center. They came to the center. This is my friend. This is the other guy. They're like fighters to the center. I was like, oh hell no. I was like, that dude is humongous. And the fight went on, and first round, I'm like, oh, God, this ain't looking good. I get a text from a friend who I was supposed to be meeting that night. I'm like, oh, they like, hey, yo, how's your boy doing? I'm like, I don't know, man. This next round, he has a chance to knock him out because there were some openings, but I was like, I don't know if he will because the dude's finessing on him. He dancing on him. He hitting him with spinning back fists and stuff, just, ooh. And I'm like, yo, this dude is crazy. They call him the Joker now. But the guy I'm there to support gets kicked. He backs up and he starts throwing up everywhere in the ring, just hurling, just uncontrollably. And I'm like, oh my God. The entire crowd was just, ah! And the two dudes sitting next to me I could feel their stare. I could feel it, bro. I was like, they were like, yeah, it was good. I was like, I mean, y'all wasn't saying nothing during the fight. Like, come on, man. It was crazy, man. I was just like, oh my gosh. And even the announcer came up. He said, ladies and gentlemen, I have been announcing for 20 years. Never have I ever seen a fight called due to excessive vomit. And I'm like, yo, oh no. But other than that entire event was just like, I need to start watching more of this. I was just so captivated by the implementation of techniques. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was. And then I started watching the UFC. And of course, around that time, that's when like Ronda Rousey was getting crazy. Conor McGregor was making his rise. And also during that time when McGregor was, not as freaking loony as he is right now, he was saying some things that kind of resonated with me where I was just like, no, this is motivational. This is motivational. And it kind of kept me going. So like, I was like, let me look into more of these people. So like, I saw fighters like Max Bless Holloway do his thing and Dustin Poirier. And, I'm just like, yo, these guys are amazing. And I was just captivated ever since. So that's how I got into MMA. I have trained MMA. I have no desire to compete in it. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's the story of the MMA stuff. Let's get to another meme real quick. Let's hit that Insta view. When he takes his time to learn my body, instead of rushing for his nut. Green flag, green flag, green flag, green flag. First of all, who are y'all fucking? Who are y'all fucking? Where, like, this is special. Like, who the hell are y'all fucking? Like, y'all just letting anybody just get up in there and do the daggone thing, huh? Like, this don't make no sense. That y'all should have conversations before you do it. Now, sometimes I understand it. You might have a one night stand. You might have that time. Yeah, not that you in the club. I ain't never took nobody home in the club, but you at a party. You met somebody. You just think they fine, and you just like, look, I just need to get wrecked, and you're looking for instant gratification. I get it, but you need to have these conversations. You need to know like what type of person this person is before you just let yourself get in there. You know what I'm saying? Or let them get in there, I should say. It's crazy, man. Like, it's really guys out here that's just like, yeah, let me just go ahead and fuck real quick. And they be thinking they fucking the shit out you too. Just, I punished that joint. No, you just stuck it in and got your nut. It's like the guys that want three ways. It's like the guys that obsess over three ways. They swear to God, yeah, I punished both them joints. No, you got 3 strokes in one, 10 strokes in the other one, and you fell asleep, and they had to handle each other. And now you saying you ragdolled them both. You lying son of a bitch. Like, nah, man. I think this is crazy. This is crazy. I don't know, man. Like, and maybe that's why I've gotten in so much trouble once I was out here in these streets. I think that's why. Because I take my time every time. Unless somebody said, just, I need you to hit me with a power bomb. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, like, that's okay. All right. I know what time it is. You're trying to rush. But yeah, nah, I believe in taking my time, man. I think if it's, unless it's a certain scenario where it's like, okay, she kind of just wants you to come in and hit her with a hurricane, you need to take your time. You need to take your time. Or like, this was for nothing. This is for nothing. She gonna feel like you took something from her. And I don't want nobody saying that shit to me. Like, I just feel like it was a waste of time and you just got yours and nah, not me, man, not me. So yeah, that's crazy. Let's get to another question real quick. Oh, we ain't kids. At least we ain't kids. Anyone at least know what you're doing? Yeah, at least know what you're doing. Shoot, man. But there are people that have no idea what they're doing. There are people that have no idea what they're doing. There are people that, don't care what they're doing. Like, hey, man, I just got some. Like, okay, but was she satisfied? Was she happy? Or do you care about that at all? And if you don't, I mean, okay, I think that's kind of messed up. But, there's some people that just work that way and whatever, dude. Whatever. And then you can tell when somebody has dealt with multiple people like that. You can tell because I've been in situations where I was, having a good night and getting ready to experience someone. And it was just like, yo, they were like rushing everything, and I was like, hold on, real quick, hold on. Is this what you want, or is this what you're used to? Because if this is what you're used to, let's go ahead and slow it down real quick. We're gonna make this about you. I want you to know that this can be about you. Okay? This ain't gotta be like about like, okay, let me just do this real quick and let me get out the way. I'm gonna use you real quick. Like, nah. Now, yeah, hey, look, Black Lilith 13. She said a quickie in the bathroom during Christmas dinner. I mean, hey, listen, I've been there. I ain't never did it in my parents' house, but I damn sure did it at a partner's like family house. It's like, come over here real quick. Let's go ahead and get it in. Now that's an excitement factor. That's different. That's different. Then I had to walk out and see her father and just hide behind my eyes that I just disrespected him in his house. Listen, man, it is what it is, Pretty light-skinned laughing. How you doing? Anyway. But yeah, let's see. We're going to try to go for another meme real quick. Ooh, this is a heavy one. Oh, I definitely want to, Oh, yeah, my boy on Facebook, Juan Carlos Soriano. Shout out from the Philippines, man. Much love. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you. Thank you for the continued support always. I've seen you more than a few times, Hey, yeah, heck yeah, man. Let me see. Jorge Rodriguez. Hey, bro. What's good, homie? Let me see here. I got a meme for y'all. Saying, I'm going to say it again. Hold up. This one right here is pretty freaking funny. This is for all you relationship or all you situationship people out there. Saying nut in me, knowing it be hard for you to get a ride to work is crazy. Oh my God. Now, here's the thing. If neither one of y'all have a car and y'all live in like a city where everything is accessible, that's one thing. But telling somebody just go ahead and just risk it all when you can't depend on them for nothing. Ooh, you are extreme. You make some decisions that I don't really. I don't know if that's good for you, baby. I don't know if that's good for you, baby girl. No. People that make them types of decisions, I stay clear. And the reason I steer clear is because I'm just like, damn, you really throw caution to the wind all for nothing. But I mean, if this is the type of lifestyle you want to live, that's cool. Go ahead. But really? You just gonna set yourself up. Don't set yourself up now. Don't set yourself up. If you're saying nut in me and they can't give you a ride to work, how the heck you think they're gonna help you with if a child comes? I'm not gonna say the other thing. Oh man. Oh my gosh. It's real funny when it comes to like stuff online, right? It's like you try to stay neutral and stuff, and it's like, oh man, I really just want to risk it all. I want to risk it all, but I can't, man. It's crazy out here. Catrice Robinson said, facts. Yeah, man. Like, why are you like going to the extreme with somebody that can't go to the rest of it with you if that extreme causes something? That's, it's kind of weird. All right. So there's a meme that let's get to another question. If we have any more. Let's see, fight stories. I kind of covered that, even though that wasn't one of mine. I mean, I've only had a couple of exhibitions, so I don't have any like crazy fight stories. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. Most of mine, I was so focused on just getting it done that I don't have no crazy fight stories. Now, I think the craziest thing is like my first exhibition. There was a guy named Lawrence Chun. He was my first opponent, and when I signed up for the exhibition, the Smoker event at the school I was at, I was like, that's going to be my opponent. They were like, nah, he's bigger than you. I'm like, we the same size. At the time, you see him now, that boy's stacked. That boy looked like, he's Korean, but he looked like Jin Kazama. That boy got some muscle on him. That boy got thick old thighs, thick old chest. I'm like, well, how did this happen? People be thinking he on something. I'm like, I don't know if he on something. I think he's just an apex male. So shout out to Lawrence. But yeah, we had a good little first scrap. I got in the ring and I didn't have a cup on. That was the stupidest thing. The guy who was officiating, he was like, any questions? I was like, I ain't got no cup. Lawrence was like, you ain't wearing no cup? I was like, oh shoot. Ready Red was there. So yeah, that was it ain't no crazy fight stories for me. But yeah, let's see here. Real quick, I want to take a moment to say, because I'm going to do it all the way up until the show date. December 8th at Crown in Baltimore, Maryland. AgroFest is happening. I will be performing. I have my own set. There will also be performances by Lady J, Create Lady J, Osiris Green, Hugh, the band, Breezy Supreme, and Karen Cully. So if you are in the D.C., Maryland, Virginia area and you want to come out, you want to rage out, you want to mosh, you want to chill, you want to drink a little something, you want to hear some good music, you want to hang out with cool people, come on through. It's at the Crown, December 8th. AgroFest. Let's do this shit. Like I said before on the last episode, I like to hang with people and get food afterwards. So if y'all want to all hit up a diner, we can fucking do that. Let's do it. Or if you just want to get a drink with me, sit, cool. I will have merch there. I'll have like the headbands and stuff. And yeah, I know there have been people asking about my headbands because of videos I've been putting out and I've been wearing them. I know it looks kind of funny right now because I kind of just yanked it on. But yeah, if you want one, let me know. The first like few people that ask for one, all I ask is you pay for shipping. After that, you know, hey, I'm charging people for it because I charge people at shows for them. So online, you know, I know there are a lot of people that support me and I appreciate you guys. So the first few people that come through and they're just like, hey, I want one, you know, hey, pay for shipping. I got you. But let's see here. What do I have? Do I have any other questions? Ooh, marriage commitment. I mean, I can't talk too much about marriage commitment because I've never been married. I have friends that have gotten married. I actually don't have too many friends that are married and cheat. I don't. I know people that are just in, you know, relationships and they aren't married and they go running around like a motherfucker. I've seen it. But marriage and commitment. I mean, if are you this person? Let me see, Lady Londa 07. If you're talking about like people fearing commitment, you know, I mean, some people do, or they just fear the contract. You know, there are a bunch of videos out nowadays. Yeah, no, let's talk about that. People that fear commitment as far as like marriage, like the contract of marriage. There's a lot of content out nowadays talking about how marriage does not benefit a man at all, right? And I'm like, well, you know, this is an old school contract. Like, unless you're like two people that are bringing two huge empires together, I'm like, I never really looked at, you know, the idea of marriage as far as the contract goes as something that was appealing to me. That's just me personally. I can't tell anybody else. Like the idea that any woman that I marry is low-key dastardly trying to figure out how to run me and take half my shit. Like, I don't think that's the truth. I don't think that's the truth. I saw a video earlier today where like the guy was like, you could do everything right and she can cheat on you. And then when you guys get divorced, she'll take everything. You guys do know you could sue a motherfucker for like infidelity, right? How about we educate people first? First of all, everybody should have a prenup. Anybody that is opposed to a prenup, don't marry him. I'm just going to say it right now. Because here's the thing. It's in case. I'm not looking at this like it's going to fail. It's just like, in case it does, I don't want any funny business. It is what it is. Why are you scared? Why are you scared? Because you can negotiate a prenup. I think anybody that is getting married should on both sides consult lawyers. They get together. Hey, what happens if this falls apart? It might not be your plan that things are going to fall apart. Okay. But to simply say that, oh, you don't love me because you want a prenup. Shut up. Because anybody can get a prenup. Because if you made $800,000 a year and I made 20, baby girl, you're going to want to protect yourself. Okay. That's an extreme case. But if both of you make 40, I mean, well, then, you know, it's a little different. But if a guy makes 200 and you make 30 and then you want something because, oh, well, my lifestyle decreased. I don't necessarily agree with, you know, people arguing that. I don't. Like, if you have a child, that's a little different. But Big Mac 2K21, can I get a headband? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and screenshot this, and I am going to I'm just gonna copy and paste this so I can remember you said that, and I will message you after this. But yeah, like if you have a child, that's a little different. Where it's just like, okay, she's the mother of your children and your child is used to a certain like lifestyle or whatever, or they're used to certain access, they're used to certain things. It's like, all right, well, that's a little different. I think a child should be taken care of at the same consistency, at the same rate, at the same quality, whether the parents are together or not. I think that should be the case. Which actually, here's a funny thing, because there was a meme that I was looking at last episode that I was like, I don't want to look at that, but I'm going to freaking bring it up. I'm gonna bring it up. Let's see, InstaView. Let's go. So I don't know everything about this here Tyrese situation, But from the outside looking in, this shit look real ugly. Now, now say something in the chat if you do. But some of the things that he said, just from my limited info, the things that he said, I kind of agree with, but also at the same time, if it's a child, I think that their quality of care should not change, because I know a bunch of children of divorce. I myself, I'm a child of divorce. Okay. And that can manifest in very, very bad ways, depending on how the parents move. Now, with this specific meme, it says, Tyrese said him and his wife never spent $20K a month on their child while they were together. He questions why he's ordered to pay that now that they're divorced. Here's the thing. That type of child support is fucking crazy. Alimony, that's different. If she wants a crap ton of money in alimony, I mean, he's rich. I'm not saying that I have no sympathy for him, but it's just like, wow, dog, like, I mean, it's alimony. It is what it is. But child support? What the heck are you giving that child for $20K a month? I personally believe, especially if the man is going to at least be in, good night, Selena. If the man is at least going to be in the child's life in any way, shape, or form, that child support payments, and this is what some people forget, the state or whatever, they get some of that money too. Child support payments should be like EBT. There should be certain things that you're only allowed to pay for. It shouldn't be a Louis Vuitton bag. It should not be a Louis Vuitton bag. It should not be a trip to Hawaii, of which your kid did not attend. But, marriage, divorce, this stuff is crazy. This is why I believe that anybody that wants to get married, I think that both of you should consult lawyers. Both of you should get together, talk about what you have, and then, just figure this thing out. I think prenuptial agreements should be mandatory. I do not believe that prenuptial agreements should be like, oh, you married a millionaire and now that y'all ain't together, you got to go back to to a slum. That's not what I'm saying. I honestly believe that people should be well taken care of. I do. I believe that people should be taken care of, because that's a shock to the system. Okay. Anybody that goes from any type of quality of life and it changes, that takes a toll on someone. Do I believe that they should benefit in a way like they're living with you? No, I don't. But I believe that they should be able to live and live comfortably, especially if they were living comfortably already. I don't think they should, if you're able, because of the type of work you do, the jobs you do, and the money that you bring in, you can wake up in the middle of the night and just go, I want to go to Paris. And just because I feel like it. If a person who did not have that option before they married you, divorces you, I don't think they should have that option. I think I should still have a decent house. I think I should be able to take care of the kids, properly. I do not think the care of the kids, I keep saying it, I don't think the care of the kids should change. But, these crazy, like alimony, that's one thing. Child support, that's another. That's freaking crazy. But if we want to talk about marriage and why people are afraid to commit, but I think it all comes down to education as well, because when people want to capitalize on hurt culture and stuff like that, they all think about this doesn't benefit men at all, and it's just da 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 da. It's like, you do know there are ways to protect yourself, right? And if you're dealing with a person that does not want you to protect yourself, let's say you feel strongly about, protecting your assets, and this is for a reason. Let's say you have a plan, like, hey, look, if something happens to me, I want this to go to my family. Like, personally, for me, if I got a whole bunch of money, it's going to my oldest nephew. I know that 1000%. It's going to my oldest nephew. Anything else, it's like, okay, this will go into friends of mine's businesses. It will. Period. If I have a wife, yeah, there's going to be something that goes to her. But you divorcing me, like in case I die. But if you divorcing me, no, because I have people that I want to take care of. I have people that I want to give to. And I'm not going to let you derail that. That's what I'm talking about. If you feel like you're protecting your assets for a reason, then yeah, go ahead and get a lawyer. If she doesn't like that, explain that to her or explain that to him, because there are women in this situation too. No, I ain't got no kids. I ain't got no kids and I ain't going to have no kids. I don't want them. Never wanted them. Never one of them. And it's not because I'm just like, ooh, kids. No, I never had a desire to have children. Never had a desire. And my parents, they would ask about it. And my excuse would always be, my brothers gave y'all enough grandchildren. What you want from me? Especially with my mom, she really wanted the granddaughter. She finally got one, and now she got two because of my brother. And, I don't hear nothing. So, yeah, no, I ain't got no kids. And I don't want them. I love my nephews to death. Those boys have my heart. My nephews and my nieces, they have my heart. But yeah, as far as me bringing anybody into this world, like, conceiving, like, it's going to take something substantial in order to make me go, I want to leave another person on this planet that has my genetics. I never wanted them. And this is why I move the way I move. So, yeah. But yeah, if you have something to protect, have that conversation with your partner. And if they cannot respect that, then you know what's up. That means that this is going to be an issue. You ain't the one for me, baby. Let's see. Anybody else got anything? It is 7:05. I'm getting ready to wrap this up in a little bit because I got to head out of here. I just got back from the gym, by the way. I'm going to just jump in the shower and just be like, and then, I'm going to head on out of here. But, if anyone else has anything else to say, we could talk about that. We could run about it. Tiny Phoenix, you're the best. Thank you for the content. Night and good night to you. Let's see here. I'm going to go to Facebook because sometimes people will put questions on Facebook and I don't want to skip. Oh, it's not on there. Okay. No, that's fine. Well, I am going to scroll down to the end of this chat. No one said anything? Cool. All right, guys. Look, I got somewhere to get to. Thank you guys for joining another Thirsty Thursday. My name is Tovaun Anthony. I wish you health, safety, peace, love, and blessings. Once again, thanks again for joining another episode of the O on God podcast, Thirsty Thursdays. Talk that talk. Tuesdays is every Tuesday. Thirsty Thursdays is every Thursday. If you have any questions, any topics, anything like that, go ahead and drop it in here. I'm going to bring more content. I'm going to start focusing a little bit more on the nerd content. I've actually had people message me about that. Like, hey, look, you're doing a lot of this relationship stuff, which is fine. But, get back to your roots. And I've been feeling like it's fire in my bones. I want to get back to my roots, get back to doing more nerdy stuff, more music stuff. And I'm actually getting back to rapping about MMA fighters because that's what I like to do, So, I mean, I'm not going to stop anything. I'm not. But, yeah, just know you're about to get a little bit more of me. Okay. So love you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the week. Stay blessed. Okay. This is Tovaun Anthony and,